everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I am live on YouTube this time. Friends, it's been a while since I've been live on YouTube. If you're out there and you're watching, let me know that you could see me. And that you guys can hear me clearly as well. Let me know that I'm coming in loud and clear. And if everything is well, go ahead and start giving me some likes. I'm using a new software tonight. Okay, and I see someone is on. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I'm coming in clear. Hi there. Hi, Clever. Nice to see you. Hi, Zanny. Nice to have you on. Friends, if you are watching tonight live, I know it's late where I'm at here in New York. Don't know where you guys are at, whether it's morning. If it's morning, wherever you are, good morning. Welcome to Monday. If it's Monday for you already, I'm coming on a little late tonight because, have a busy day with family and other responsibilities. But I wanted to come before you guys and talk with you about the second stimulus update that I do have. And I see that people are coming in. Thank you for that, Lucia. Yes, you could hear me clearly. Awesome. Awesome. Pappas, thank you for watching from Kentucky. Awesome. Ronald is watching from Anaheim, California. Good to see you guys. So I'm super excited. Hi there, Simone from Jamaica, my countrywoman, right? I'm so excited. I have not done a YouTube live in ages. Have you guys noticed that? I've been mysteriously avoiding YouTube live for a while. But I wanted to do this via live on YouTube because you guys are amazing. You guys are so amazing. Thank you for all of our subscribers. We are over 60,000 subscribers now. And just in the last month, less than a month actually, we had 1 million views, and it was because of you guys. So thank you very, very much for supporting this channel. Thank you for supporting my work. I so appreciate you guys. And continue and share this video, by the way, with your friends and family tonight. Have them chime into this live session. Also, you could just start forwarding stuff on WhatsApp and Facebook, and just get this thing out there. So friends, for those of you who are new to me, I'm Latoya McBean Pompey, an immigration lawyer in New York, and also founder of Smart Immigration Academy. And I see that I have another fellow New Yorker in the house. Innocent is watching from Bronx. Guys, tell me where you're watching me from, and your name pops up, but just tell me where you're watching me from. And I see that I'm sorry, I'm not even going to try to say this one. It's such a beautiful name, but you're from Nigeria, but you're living in Texas. Thank you so much for being on tonight. And so many of you are on tonight, and I'm so thankful for that. We're going to have a terrific time. Now, I'm going to get into it. How many of you are concerned about a second stimulus check, right? Yesterday, if you were part of my live session on Facebook, on McBean Immigration Laws page on Facebook, I talked about the new debit card, the prepaid debit card, the EIP card that was sent out last week by the Treasury Department. And so that's very exciting news for 4 million people. 4 million Americans are going to get their debit card. Some should have already gotten their debit card, but that was the focus of the last video, friends. Check that one out if you have not yet seen it, because in that video, I talk about who is eligible for that EIP card and how they could use it and how they could avoid fees and all of that. So check that video out. In this one, I'm going to, and by the way, that EIP card is connected to the first stimulus check, which about 10 million people did not even receive that check yet. So that's the first stimulus check. Tonight, we're going to talk about what's going on with the second proposal. And so I'm going to give you a nice little roundup of last week in terms of what happened on Capitol Hill and where this thing stands right now. What does the president think about it? Those are the things we're going to talk about in this session. And also, again, if you're watching, just let me know where you're watching me from and give me some likes. And so that I know that I'm not alone in this presentation tonight and you guys are enjoying it. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's do this. I'm going to share my screen with you guys so that you guys can see the presentation better. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. Awesome. Let me, you know what? Let me go back. Give me a second, guys. I want to make sure that I want to clear something here on my end. Guys, again, if you're watching me from anywhere overseas, let me know that. I'm always fascinated to know how far these I'm reaching people around the world. Okay, yeah, let me clear these off the screen and let's do that again. Let's get back up here before you. Okay, better. Okay, so the second stimulus check, is it coming, guys? Is it coming today? This is the May 24th, 2020 update. Is it coming? That's truly the question here. And so what I want to take you guys through right now is just a little review of like, okay, what has happened lately? What has really happened? Where's the money? Okay, is it really coming? And let's dive into that. So friends, here's what really happened. As I mentioned before, about 10 million people are still waiting on their first stimulus check. And some experts are predicting that it's going to take the government maybe about 5 months to reach everyone who is still waiting on their first stimulus check. And people are feeling it, guys. People are really feeling it because 38 million people filed for unemployment benefits over the past 9 weeks. If you could just take a second and wrap your head around that number. 38 million. And I know that when we hear large numbers, sometimes it's hard for us to conceptualize it and feel like it's real. Okay, unless it really impacted you or someone you know. If you guys know anyone who has been impacted by the layoffs around because of the coronavirus, let me know in the comments. Let me know that you feel it, or your family is feeling it, or your friends are feeling it. But let me know in the comments that you can relate to this. This is not just some big number out there. This is a real thing that a lot of people are really feeling. And so unemployment benefits is something that a lot of people have been seeking. And friends, 43 states recently set a record high unemployment rate with Nevada being number one. Okay, Nevada number 1, Michigan number 2, and then Hawaii number 3. So in Nevada, about the unemployment rate is 28.2%. But let's back up for a moment and let's talk about where it's at nationally. Nationally, guys, the national average, the unemployment rate is 14.7%. And just to put this into some sort of perspective for you, back in February, it was only 3.5%, which was at a 50-year low back in February. Fast forward, not even 3 months later, and we're up to 14.7%. And so why am I talking about this number, right? The data around unemployment rate and the number of people who have filed for unemployment benefits, because it all connects to the stimulus, right? It all connects to the point of whether another stimulus check need to be issued to families. So it's all of these numbers tying together. And if you're with me, and you guys are enjoying this live session, just let me know in the comments. Let me know that you're with me still. You're enjoying it. Give me some likes, and let's keep the chat active. Okay, so where's all this money going to? Well, first of all, guys, where did for those who did get the stimulus check, right? We know that about 140 million people did get their stimulus check. Where did the money go, right? Where did it go? Well, let's take a look at what Walmart's CEO had to say recently. Guess what, guys? Walmart is not feeling it. In fact, Walmart performed better than expected during their first quarter. Walmart. Why? Well, according to their CEO, it was driven by stimulus money, guys. Stimulus money in the U.S. More than anything else. Okay, that's what he said. More than anything else, their growth during their performance that first quarter was driven by stimulus money, and it started to take off. Certain parts of their business just took off. So here's what's happening. People are feeling it. They got their stimulus money and they went to Walmart, right? And they bought food, they bought essential items, and the money just, went right into the hands of, certain businesses are performing incredibly well, like Walmart. Now, a whole lot of other businesses are feeling it in the worst way, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But I just wanted to throw this in there so that you could see that Americans are really feeling it, and they went to Walmart to buy their essential items. Okay, now let's get into where things really stand right now with the second stimulus proposal. Congress, what say you? What's going on over there? Or is it just crickets, right? Crickets, right? Nothing, right? But let's really dive into it. So from Congress's standpoint, friends, $3 trillion was proposed under the HEROES Act, which I've talked about before. And if you haven't seen that video, go back and check it out from last week. Okay, but $3 trillion is in this huge, massive HEROES Act, which was really not well received on Capitol Hill. Yes, it passed the House of Representatives, which is democratically controlled, right? Because it is a Democratic initiative, but it has to pass the second chamber, which is the Senate, and then ultimately it has to land on President Trump's desk for his signature. Okay, so with respect to this HEROES Act, this is the latest, right? This is what our what's being said on the Senate side about this HEROES Act. And this is the HEROES Act is that proposal that includes the next round of stimulus checks, which have been expanded to include immigrants and just about basically everyone. But go back and watch that other live session that I did about it with more specifics about who is the main parts of that legislation, I should say. So here's what Senator Mitch McConnell has said about this. Okay, and he's like he's the leader, right? Whatever happens in the Senate happens because he makes it happen. Okay, I have no other way of putting it but that. So his opinion is the only one that really matters at this point from the Senate standpoint. And so here's what he says. He says that he thinks there's a high likelihood that we'll do another rescue package. We're just not quite ready to intelligently lay down the next step, but it's not too far off. Whoa, this is very, very different, guys, than what he was saying about a week ago, in which he was saying, well, we're not ready yet to talk about another stimulus package because we're still, waiting to see what happens with that first one with CARES Act. We need to see how states are performing and whether our economy is rebounding based on the CARES Act. We just need to pause any further discussion about another stimulus until we see what really happens with the CARES Act. But guys, you for those of you who are here in America, you know that when these leaders go back home to their districts, their districts are feeling the pain. Businesses are shutting down. People are unemployed. Things are very, very bad. on the local level. And so now Senator McConnell and others are changing their tune about whether a new stimulus package is needed. Here's what he's saying. There's a high likelihood that we'll do another one. There's a high likelihood. So there's hope that the Senate is finally wrapping their heads around the fact that, listen, we need to do something and we need to do it very soon. Okay. But McConnell also says, well, whatever we do, it's not going to resemble the HEROES Act. It's not going to be this big, massive thing that Nancy Pelosi has put on the table, which is like the kitchen sink, the wish list for everything the Democrats want. It's not going to be anything like that. So this is what we know where his position, as far as his position is as of like now, today, I should say, that it won't resemble the HEROES Act. Don't know with much specificity what he is actually referring to, other than the other items that's in the HEROES Act that Republicans oppose, such as student loan forgiveness and some other stuff like that. But we'll see. Let's wait for the details, right? Okay. And then here's the other thing that's going on, right, on Capitol Hill. Some other Republicans are very critical about taking any further step to issue more stimulus money to people. Some are just kind of on the fence. Others are just flat out opposed to a second round of payments. But like I said earlier, Mitch McConnell is really going to be the one to drive to take this thing home. Okay, he's the only one. And why do I say that? I say that because Trump is not going to listen to anyone else. Okay, in the Senate. Period. Okay, next. Here's the other thing we know. Senator McConnell opposes the idea of putting more money, $1 trillion into the state and local governments to help them get out of their budget crunch that they're feeling right now. So he opposes that idea. He wants states and local government to get themselves out of the problem themselves. And then we also know that he does not support extending the unemployment benefits. He does not support extending unemployment benefits. And what I'm really speaking about here is the fact that in the CARES Act, an additional $600 in federal unemployment benefits were added to state benefits, and those benefits will end at the end of July. So folks who are getting unemployment benefits right now are getting a little bit more, right? They're getting $600 more, and those additional dollars will end at the end of July. And so then they're going to have to, unless the next stimulus package includes something that touches unemployment benefits, folks who are on unemployment benefits will be receiving less money. Okay. And then there's this Paycheck Protection Program, guys, the PPP, right? PPP was created to help businesses get through a period of 8 weeks of tough times, right? It's a loan program, but a big portion of it is forgivable. And now what's happening is businesses are saying, well, wait a minute. First of all, we didn't even receive the money yet. Some businesses have not gotten their PPP dollars, but for those that did get it, they're realizing that the recovery period that they're going to need is going to be longer than 2 months. They need more time. Okay. And so a new legislation was introduced just last week called the Paycheck Protection Program Flexibility Act, which would give businesses more time to use the funds. And so they would go from just 8 weeks to 24 weeks, which I understand, which is roughly 6 months. Okay. So they need more time to use the funds, and obviously they need more money, right? Because the recovery for them is going to take longer than 8 weeks. Okay. So PPP legislation is on the table right now. That's being considered. And now let's look at what Trump is saying about all of this. What do you guys think? What is he saying? White House would be open to another round of checks. which is a very different position that or posture they're taking now versus like a week or two ago. Again, they were also singing the same tune as Mitch McConnell, which was basically, whoa, let's wait and see what happens with CARES Act before we do anything else. Not anymore. The White House is saying, listen, we would be open to another round of checks. And so that's good news. That's positive news, positive signal. The amount, we don't know yet what they would be open to quite yet. Don't know the details. Don't know any of that yet because they have not really started in a thoughtful and intelligent way, sitting down together and negotiating these details. We also know that the White House wants to tweak the Paycheck Protection Program as well, PPP, to help more businesses. So what's next, guys? What's next? Okay, what's next is this. Congress is on a break. Okay, Congress is at home enjoying their long weekend, right? Because it's Memorial Day weekend here in the U.S. So Congress is on break. There is no stimulus vote that's going to happen until after June 1st. Okay, they are on a break. And then guess what? They have another break coming up starting July 3rd for 2 weeks. And that's the July 4th holiday break that they're going to go on. So the question is, are they going to have enough time between June 1st, when they get back in session, and July 2nd, I guess, to debate and vote on another stimulus package? That's to be seen. Don't know yet. Okay. So with that being said, friends, I'm going to see if I could get back on the screen here. Give me a second. Okay. There I am. Okay. All right. So friends, that's what's going on. Okay. That's my little synopsis in a nutshell. It's kind of exciting. And you guys can tell that I'm kind of excited about all of this, right? I'm excited because, some things are happening. Our leaders are actually working. They're doing what we've sent them to Congress to do, which is to come up with ideas and solutions to help people in need. And so it's exciting to talk about these issues and to see what they're going to do with the next round of stimulus checks. So just to summarize, and thank you guys for watching. I see that a whole lot of you guys are on. Hi, Jean. Jean is in Haiti. Jean is in Haiti. Awesome. And then others are watching from Minnesota, Ahmed and Bobby and others. Thank you, Hannah. So just to summarize, friends, Congress has put the House Speaker Pelosi has put together this massive HEROES Act, and it was highly criticized in the beginning, but now on the Senate side, the Senate has changed its tune, and Senate leaders are saying we've got to do something, and actually we can't wait as long as we really want to wait. And oh, by the way, what we now need to do also includes more checks, but it's not going to look like the HEROES Act, not going to look like HEROES Act. It's going to look like something that we've created, our own intelligent ideas. So we're waiting to see what intelligent ideas come out of the Senate leadership when they get back from their recess, their break. And then the White House also is signaling that they are willing to do another round of checks. All right, friends. So that's what's going on. That's the roundup. As things develop and change, I will certainly be back in front of you. And it's kind of fun to be talking to my YouTube family tonight. It's so great to see you. Hi, Pei from New York. New York is in the house. More New Yorkers is in the house. Daru from Jamaica. Awesome. It's so great to see all of you. Wow, you guys are just fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. Talu, God bless you. McBean, we love you. From Dallas. Awesome. Guys, I'm just disrupting your Sunday night with this political talk, but I I thought it was important to come before you with this news. And I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic that they will do something. I'm optimistic that they will do another round of stimulus checks. Will it include immigrants? I don't think so. I think that's a non-starter. I don't think there's any political willpower to do anything like that. So that's where we are, friends. And if you like more, if you like content like this about what's happening on Capitol Hill, particularly stimulus talks and other things that our leaders are working on that's going to impact you, let me know. Hit me up in the comments so that I can prepare to get back before you guys live with more information like this one. All right. Well, I'm going to jump off, and it's after 11 o'clock here, and I have a busy day tomorrow. So, friends, it was such a pleasure seeing you guys tonight. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Amika from Chicago. Awesome. Thank you, Suzanne, for saying that. She says that you're so helpful. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So, friends, I will see you guys in the next one. And you guys stay safe. And for those of you here in America, have a wonderful Memorial Day tomorrow. All right, guys. Bye. See you soon.